when we created our course, I have a whole slide and section that I talk about the different costs of training. Like everything we do, there's a metabolic cost, there's a chronological cost, there's a physiological, psychological, right? And then I just had one thing as structural cost. Then Mike comes out with his tweet talking about orthopedic costs of exercise, and it creates a firestorm of people debating on both sides. And I honestly don't understand the other side. I just don't. And I've offered. I actually spoke at the Northeast ACSM conference yesterday, and I said, if anybody can come up with good arguments on the other side, I'll buy a beer because I want to hear them.
Yeah.
So I want to get your insight on this because you're kind of in the trenches there, Mike, of the whole orthopedic cost thing, and kind of like I don't understand the argument about it. But
it's funny. This was something that I didn't think was going to be controversial at all, because it's something that we've talked about at staff meetings ad nauseum prior to it kind of being a Twitter hot topic. And because I don't think it's really controversial to say that, like, hey, when there's people who might have limited access to joint range of motion, history of injury, stress outside of their day-to-day training that affects how they train, that there might be some sort of effect on the cost of doing business, as I know Charlie Weingroff has coined that term, when it comes to exercise, right? It might be harder for some people to access positions. It might be harder for some people to recover from certain stressors due to all the other factors. That seems pretty cut and dry to me.